Hi, I'm Shawn Mahshie, speaker, author, coach, and retreat leader, known as the inner peace advocate and leading expert in the field of self-solidarity. Over the past decade, I've helped thousands around the world build strong, successful lives and relationships by doing one thing really well, turning self-sabotage into unapologetic self-love and thriving. In addition to speaking on world stages, my team and I have hosted countless workshops, courses, retreats, and masterminds that teach people how to harness the healing symmetry contained in whatever is not working in their lives. As developer of the Wheel of Self-Forgiveness and the Living in Symmetry Blueprint, and a certified facilitator of the Work of Byron Katie, I began to see that if people could just spot the main go-to stories that were sabotaging whatever they wanted most, they could use these simple tools to turn any stressful situation into peace, freedom, and rapid self-evolution. In fact, what we found is this: arriving at what I call unconditional thriving all begins by identifying what I call the one thought behind all emotional pain and turning around the primary mind-made conditions that create pain and sabotage in your life. By observing the habitual reactions these thoughts create, we can identify and eliminate the blind spots that form your primary self-sabotage style, detoxing your mind of its habitual wiring so you can apply these practical shortcuts for optimizing mind and body performance. In other words, spotting the ways you get in your own way and knowing how to compassionately reverse them makes all the difference. Everyone seems to dabble in all 5 self-sabotage styles at one time or another. So I'll offer a way at the end of this video to let you know how to get more information about them. But for now, let's go on to your results. What is your self-sabotage style? Well, based on what I know about you from your answers in the quiz, I see that your primary self-sabotage style, meaning your go-to response in many stressful situations, is the self-sacrificing fixer, or SSF, affectionately known as the Pretzel. Here's what the SSF means. This primary style, you honestly believe you know what is best for others and that you can help or fix things. At the same time, you may turn yourself into a pretzel, trying to please, placate, or rescue others with this subtle or not so subtle agenda that they will change if you can just get all the pieces set up right, which places a lot of burden on you. It's a complex style because you want to rescue them from their woundedness and not point a finger at areas where they already have shame. At the same time, as a pretzel type, you may bend over backwards in your focus on others and subvert what you really want and what you bring to the table. You may end up resentful and angry since you didn't get your needs met and didn't really give your biggest contribution. So while still posturing and putting yourself last to get them to change, where you can get in trouble with this style is that you can go in the direction of trying to give advice, organize, fix, control others or life to help, but maybe when no one has asked for help, or even go to great lengths to modify your own behavior to bring out the outcome you think would best serve them, but in ways that don't serve you. Sometimes your way of fixing things is to rescue them from their own consequences, even if it means you take the fall or give up what you want. This is often out of fear that they will abandon you or become angry or shame you back when their own shame core gets triggered, and partly because you see the innocence and want to save them. You truly believe you can help them change, often at a cost to yourself. Either way, being in the business of managing their path doesn't do you or them any favors. Your efforts to help may be misunderstood or drive others away, sabotaging the very outcome you were intending and leaving you angry at yourself or defensive or resentful of them. In the end, you may continue acting to act out or even escalate or the relationship falls apart, because you ultimately it is their journey to take, not yours. You'll learn more in your full report in your email inbox about the common mistakes and pitfalls of the pretzel, and what happens if these pitfalls aren't addressed. But first, I want to jump the gun and tell you that one of the biggest costs of letting this sneaky saboteur continue to run the show is that it blocks your ability to manifest what you want most. Your big SSF heart keeps you wholeheartedly focused on others' wishes, needs, and outcomes, taking away your ability to visualize and take action toward creating your own happy future or living your highest purpose and contribution. I call these styles your self-sabotage superpower, because this way of being comes so easily to you that you may not even notice you're doing it. But once you recognize and you know how to flip your main go-to self-sabotage style into the deep, unshakable kind of self-love and advocacy that I call self-solidarity, this will become your self-solidarity superpower. Knowing how to harness the symmetry inherent in life's daily challenges as a tailor-made path to peace changes everything. And it all begins with knowing how to compassionately reveal and reverse the proclamations and conditions of your self-sabotage style. Then you reconnect to the gifts in what is happening in your life and let life guide you into aligned action on your own behalf in a kind of freedom, love, and leadership you could not have experienced till you got out of your own way. Okay, so now that we've uncovered your self-sabotage style, there are some things you can do almost immediately to start moving into a fearless win-win way of life where you're no longer sabotaging your ability to stay relaxed, hopeful, and connected to your dreams. First, it's important to compassionately detoxify the types of thoughts that will predictably hold you back every time you engage in them, and that in fact form the basis for all self-sabotage. I've got a very effective challenge called the 5-day thought detox that I'm constantly updating based on our data and the success of challengers so far in our years of running it. It's not about affirming over those well-meaning but destructive survival scripts that throw you off course. Instead, this thought freedom intensive is scientifically designed to quickly guide you in about 90 minutes a day through a simple but powerful process of spotting, updating, and rewiring the brain's habitual pathways that are so intimately linked with the trauma that's held in our bodies. The 5-day thought detox is a safe, supportive, and fun way to cleanse your specific emotional stumbling blocks and the mental mechanisms that sabotage the very things you want most, moving you into a year and a life of clarity, fulfillment, and achievement. When you do this, the ripple effect on all aspects of your life is phenomenal. As the people around you and the visions you put on hold, we're all victims of these mental processes as well. These self-sabotage scripts that unconsciously drive whatever behaviors are not working for us usually are not working for others in our lives either. So many relationships begin to change and dreams begin to manifest as you clear things up. Most of all, you'll be changing your relationship to yourself and your ability to live your vision and enjoy each part of your life, which is a great relief to the parts of you that have been suffering at the hands of all 5 of the self-sabotage styles. So yes, like I said before, everyone engages on some level in all 5 styles and the thinking that drives them, even though most people have a primary style. That's why I'm adding a bonus for those quiz takers who click from this page to go to a page where you sign on for the 5-day thought detox. When you sign on now directly from this page, you'll get my comprehensive self-sabotage styles report, guide to the 5, when you're inside the challenge. The report lets you know how to spot all 5, and the thought detox lets you know what to do with the thinking that drives them. What would knowing how to evolve your stressful thinking into a direct path to peace, proactivity, and power be worth to you? Quiz takers can sign on now for the detox from this page with no further qualification. Just click below to learn more and join us.